Hello, hello, hello. And this is so exciting. So, female entrepreneurs out there, this one's for you, but honestly, anyone can really benefit from this alignment that we're talking about. We're focused today on you are what you eat. Let's find alignment between who you want to be and what you eat. So, welcome to the VegInspired Live. Tell me where you're tuning in from. Cindy beat you all to it, telling us that she's coming in from Oregon and that they had a dusting of snow. I'm sending you all the warm, sunny vibes from Florida. I am here live from Florida. The VegInspired Show is for you. Each week, I come here to help you elevate your life and help you achieve your goals and find that empowerment and that alignment between your life, your biz, and your wellness, helping you live a veg-inspired life. As a quick background, for those of you that might be new, let me know if you're new. Drop new in the chat. Drop newbie in the chat. If you are new around here, if you're catching us over on the VegInspired Facebook page, over on YouTube. If you're new, this is for you, right? I'm a real person. This is live. I travel full-time in a fifth wheel RV with my husband, John, and our cat, Eddie. And sometimes Eddie he gets excited when I get excited. And so he wants to come over here and be in our space. I think he's laying in the sunshine right now, so we might be safe. Yes, we've got Orlando, Florida, home of Mickey and Minnie. You also probably have this warm sunshine that we're having. So I'm your host. I'm your host for the VegInspired Live. My name is Kathy Davis. I'm a busy female entrepreneur, mindset and wellness mentor, founder of VegInspired, and best-selling author. I lead other female entrepreneurs just like me, just like you, to live their best, most inspired lives. Now, here at VegInspired, we talk mindset, we talk entrepreneurship, we talk lifestyle, and we fuel it all with our Eat More Plants philosophy. So again, if you're new around here, welcome. Excited to get to know you. And if you're a returning fan or longtime VegInspired community member, a warm welcome to you as well. We love to have all of you here, and we're always excited to connect with you. So drop some comments in the chat, stay active, stay inspired. Hey, Marley Mar, also from Florida. It is like Florida in the house today. So if you're not from Florida, you want to get into that chat and let us know. We've got Oregon and Florida, and this is so exciting. If you are Team Live, I'd love to give you to give me a hashtag Team Live in the replay, in the comments. And if you're watching the replay, let me know. Do you want me to keep having these replays? If you're a team replay, give me a team replay so that I know to make sure that we leave these replays up for you. Now let's get into today's session. It starts with you are what you eat. So do you agree? Do you agree that you are what you eat? I saw this posted a long time ago. I mean, this is not something new. And it read, you are what you eat. Don't be fast, cheap, easy, or fake. And I really want to dig into this because let's focus more on what you want, right? Like, that's great. Don't be fast, easy, cheap, and fake. But let's focus on what you do want, what you want to be. So take a minute right now, maybe about 30 seconds, probably not a full minute, because a minute feels like a lifetime in live streams. But take just a second to write down 3 or more things that you want in life right now. More money, more health, more wellness, more happiness, more freedom, more free time, more peace. What do you want? More energy. What do you want in life? Jot it down. If you feel compelled, drop it in the chat, drop it in the comments, let us know. Maybe we all want a lot of the similar things, and this allows you to connect with other community members. But what is it? What do you really want right now? So once we know what we want, let's align what we want with the way we eat, right? Because if you are what you eat and you're eating processed food, you're eating junk, you're eating, non-living creatures, right? Like, maybe that's not alignment, right? Marley says more optimism. I love it. So if we're saying you are what you eat, let's change it up and focus on what we actually want. So how about you? You want to, eat the way that you live. You want to eat clean. You want to eat living foods. You want to eat inspired. Or maybe you're like, I want to be what I eat. So I want to eat energizing foods, joyful foods, alive foods, right? Marley says more opportunity with family to eat more plant-based. So she wants more of that family time. So how can she eat in alignment with that? She says inspiration. How can you eat more inspiring foods? I don't know about you, but when I look at a big bowl of veggies, grains on the bottom, some beans, and all these colorful vegetables, I am inspired. So if we are what we eat, literally, science shows that we are what we eat, that what we eat can actually affect our DNA. How can we find that alignment between what we eat and how we show up in life, in business, for ourselves? We start with that goal. We start with that goal, what we want. We find clarity with our business, with our life goals. Now, you jotted down what you wanted most, and we talked a little bit about it. So once we know that, inspiration, optimism, more family time, more opportunity with family, how can we eat in alignment with those goals? Now, when I hear optimism, to me, that's about living. So how can we eat more food that's living? How can we eat more food that gives us that life? When I hear more opportunity with family, I hear time, maybe more peace around food, maybe more agreement, maybe more alignment. So how can we eat foods that provide more peace? Maybe that's using convenient plant foods, convenient whole foods to make your meal so that you have more time spent with family. Maybe that is buying the frozen vegetables or those prepped vegetables from the produce section and not having to prep it yourself. If you said more money, maybe you want to eat foods that are more nutrient rich, like really thinking about the richness of food. If you said more energy, maybe eating those foods that are living, more vibrant, more energizing, not processed, not cheap. If you said you want more joy in your life, more happiness, more inspiration, eating foods that are colorful, joyful, inspiring, that make our body feel happy, right? That makes us feel good, joyful from the inside out, feel inspired from the inside out. So if we eat in alignment with our goals, we want to feed our body the foods, the most nourishing foods that help us achieve those goals. Marley says, I love that, right? Family still has inspiration with animal products. That happens. How can you add more plant foods to inspire more of the plant food side? We're going to talk a little bit about the word but and how to really tackle that in just a few minutes. So as we're sitting here looking at it, we're like, okay, I want to be all these things. I want to be energized. I want to be confident. I want to be happy. I want to be fit. I want to have wellness. I want to I want to make money. I want to show up for my audience. All of these things, right? Female entrepreneurs want, right? Let's take a look at what those foods are. How can we feed ourselves more of these nourishing foods? Now, we've all heard eat more plants, eat more fiber, eat more whole foods, right? There's movements like Whole30, whole food plant-based eating, the Mediterranean diet, and other whole food focused dietary plans, and they're all trending. And it's because it's not a trend. It's because those whole foods way of eating make people feel better. They leave them feeling more inspired. They leave them feeling richer, more opulent, more energized. They leave them healthier. The science shows that the more whole, unrefined foods you eat, the better off you are. More vegetables, more fruits, elevate that productivity, elevate that energy. Now, here in the VegInspired world, we focus our attention and our efforts on whole plant foods, right? So you might be sitting there thinking, I've heard about this whole food plant-based eating. I've heard about this plant-based eating. It works for other people. It works for Kathy. It works for people in her community. I want that. So that might be why you're here. Maybe you're not fully vegan. Maybe you never want to go fully vegan. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about eating more plant foods, more whole plant foods like whole grains, oats, farro, whole grain pastas, more fruits, the oranges, papayas. I was just on a call with my client in the Bahamas and she was talking about fresh papaya right off the tree. Oh my goodness. Now that's not accessible to all of us, but what can we find at the grocery store that is as close to nature? More nuts and seeds, more beans, more legumes, more vegetables, right? I don't know about you, but if I eat a plate of broccoli, I don't feel heavy and like I need to go take a nap. I feel energized. It gives me back life, more greens. So, VegInspired, we focus on fueling you with the vegetation, not just a vegetable, but the whole plant foods. And we focus on that because over here, I've personally found plant-based foods to be a major source of energy, vitality. I didn't find that in my animal-based eating or in my vegan processed eating. So that's what we focus on here. We focus on fueling you with veg foods, living that inspired life fueled by plants. And before you come at me with, well, where do you get your protein, or I don't want to go vegan, I'm just going to stop you. I am not here to convince you to go vegan. I want to activate within you the awareness of eating more plants, how to eat in alignment with your goals, how to be healthier, more energized, because you are what you eat. And so if you eat healthy, whole plant foods, you're going to be healthier, more whole, more inspired. So what we're talking about is how to eat in alignment with your goals most of the time, and how to do that with intention. The whole philosophy is focused on intention. How to create a lifestyle that is fueled by the most nourishing foods, how to live in abundance and inspiration by feeding your body foods that raise your energetic frequency, that raise that energy in your body, that make you feel vibrant and alive. Right? Because if I am what I eat, I want to be vibrant. I want to be colorful. I want to be energized. I want to be alive. I want to live my most inspired life. And so therefore I eat to live my most inspired life. So I choose to feed myself foods that support that. That's what we're here to talk about today. How do we eat in alignment with those goals? So what about you? Female entrepreneurs, you want to show up with vibrance and abundance and energy for your audience, for your clients, for your business, for your life. Are you leveraging something that you do 3, 4, 5 times a day to support that goal? Or are you bogged down from heavy foods, processed foods, over caffeination, over sugar? Are you like, more and more lattes and syrups, please? Now, there's no judgment from me. I know where you are because I was there. You're not alone. I am leading you from a place where I was, where I lived. I lived a very, very exciting life of processed foods. I lived it. I traveled the country. I wanted to go to all the vegan restaurants. I wanted to showcase how amazing this food can be. So I've lived it. I know what it feels like to eat super processed or animal-based foods because I've been there. But I also know what it feels like to be on this side, to be on the vibrant, energizing side. The you are what you eat, colorful, vibrant, energizing. So you might be thinking, oh, this sounds amazing. I want to do this, but. And this is where we're going to tackle that but. You see, because the buts hold you back. And I understand everybody's life situation is different, but time, but family, but this, but that. I get it. So I want to ask you, how can you tackle the buts? If this sounds amazing, if eating vibrant living foods can help you reach your business goals, can help you reach your goals in life, can help you live the most inspired life, I want you to ask yourself, how can I overcome the but? What action can I take? You know, for Marley Mar, maybe it's just serving more exciting, familiar plant-based foods. That's how my husband won me over to this way of eating. More exciting plant-based foods that were filled with all of the energizing foods that I had, and asking, how does that food make you feel? How can you overcome your buts? What can you start today? So here's the beauty in what I do. I now have activated this awareness. I have now put a seed into your mind to tell you you are what you eat. So if you want to be energized and vibrant and living and alive, you're going to want to eat the foods that are going to support that. And so I can help you take those next steps. I can help you find ways to add more plants into your meals and life. And see, here's the whole thing. You don't have a problem, you have an opportunity. So if you're saying, but let's look at it as an opportunity. But time, it's an opportunity to fit it in. It's an opportunity to look at your schedule. Maybe you are overscheduled. Maybe you are eating things that are too difficult. Maybe you need to simplify things. It's an opportunity to look at where you are and where you want to go. So I help you find ways to add more plants into your meals and life with intention. Our philosophies at VegInspired are eat more plants and intention over perfection. Eat more plants, intention over perfection. And with those philosophies in mind, as we speak, as we lead, we ask you, how can you eat more plants with intention? Each week, I run a mastermind session focused solely on meal planning with intention. Marley, this might be exactly what you need. Right? She needs more inspiration with dishes. She has several whole food plant-based cookbooks. We can have all the knowledge in the world, but until we act with intention, until we break it down, we feel in a rut. Cindy says, listening, I need to get rid of the buts. We all need to get rid of the buts. And just think about it. Maybe you're sitting there and you're an entrepreneur and you're like, oh my gosh, I say but in my business all the time. I need to do this, but I want to do this, but I want to do reels every day, but I want to eat more plants, but get rid of the buts. But I don't want you to just get rid of it. I want you to overcome it. I want you to find a way to integrate and apply what we're talking about with intention. So each week, that's what I do, right? I said that. Mastermind session on meal planning with intention towards your goals. I literally break it down step by step, and together we meal plan. We teach you the art of meal planning, the skill of becoming an efficient and effective meal planner, creating a meal action plan that allows you to live and eat in alignment with your goals. So if you want in, comment me or shoot me a DM over on Facebook or Instagram if you're watching this on YouTube. Comment me or send me a DM and I will connect with you. Let me help you create your action plan for success in alignment so that you can add more whole plant foods to your meals. Right? Again, this isn't just about eating more plants. This is about if you are what you eat, how can you eat so that you can begin living your most inspired and empowered life and begin achieving your goals with energy and empowerment. It's never too late to start. This could be the piece, this adding more plants, this focus on what eating, like how you feed your body could be the piece that's been holding you back in life and business. So if you want to give this a try, if you want to get that action plan in, if you want to really focus on it, comment me and let's connect. Marley, let's connect in Messenger. But she says, what if I have an aversion to meal planning? I don't know why it sounds overwhelming. So one of the biggest beauties, Marley, with what I do is that I simplify it. We actually walk through the plan together. And what I tell people is it's not about the meal plan necessarily. It's about creating order in your life. It's about how can you set yourself up for success? How can you make sure that you have those, see, I think you're confusing meal planning with meal prepping because your next comment says, I batch cook, putting them in containers seems overwhelming. So I am over here and I'm going to tell you that I do not meal prep. Meal prepping to me doesn't work. I batch ingredients and I create a plan. I create a plan so that I know what's for breakfast, what's for lunch, what's for dinner. And I do that because I want to know what I'm eating so that I can eat in alignment with my goal. Now, a perfect example of this, and I did tell you guys I was going to keep it under 15 minutes. So I'm gonna wrap this up with a quick story. But last week I was on and had an amazing opportunity to be interviewed on 7 podcasts in one day. One day, 7 podcasts. Now, I like to show up. I like to show up energized. I like to be the woman that I am, right? And so podcast number 1 starting at 11 a.m., I was all in, right? I wanted the same energy at podcast number 7, which was shot at 4 p.m. So what did I do? I took a look at what I was going to eat and I said, okay, I'm going to fuel myself with oats for breakfast because that's going to give me sustained energy. On this quick lunch break, I'm going to eat sweet potatoes with roasted veggies in a taco because I can eat it quick, right? Hand food. I can eat it while doing something else, which I don't always recommend. But as an entrepreneur, as a busy woman, like it happens, you eat on the go, you just go with it. It's not every day. And I'm going to have a really easy sheet pan dinner that can happen while I'm decompressing from the day. You guys, I was on all day. My smile bones hurt. My cheekbones hurt so much from smiling all day and being like this. I had the same energy at 4 o'clock that I had at 11. And so I don't teach you to meal plan to follow some crazy rule. I teach you to meal plan so that you can eat in alignment with your life and your goals. For me, every week is a little bit different. So I want to make sure that I have the energy to show up the way I want to show up. If that's you, if you're like, I need this, comment me. We'll explore what this meal plan mastermind looks like, how to really help it elevate your life. And I want you to set a timer. Come back next week. Every Tuesday, I am here live with the VegInspired Weekly Live Show. Same place, same time, bringing you all the tips to help you live your best and most veg-inspired life. Thank you so much for tuning in. Marley Mar, I love that you love this. Thank you all so much. I will connect with you all very, very soon. Have an amazing Tuesday. Bye.